Rudo was a 10-year-old orphan. She lived in a small village near Harare, Zimbabwe. The village was a close-knit community where everyone knew each other, and despite the hardships, they shared a bond of unity and support. Though life had been unkind, stealing her parents too soon, Rudo carried a weight of sorrow that no child should bear. Yet despite the pain, Rudo had a smile that could light up the darkest night. Her smile was a beacon of hope and resilience, a testament to her unyielding spirit. She held on to hope, her spirit as bright as the African sun. Rudo's days started early, the sky still painted with the colors of the night. Each morning she would rise before dawn, her heart filled with determination to make the most of each day. Her tiny hands, roughened by work, would reach for her one precious possession, a small doll her mother had given her. This doll was more than just a toy. It was a symbol of her mother's enduring love and care. It was a simple doll made of scraps of cloth, but it represented the unwavering love of her mother. Holding the doll close, Rudo felt a connection to her past and a sense of comfort. This love gave Rudo the strength to face each day. With her mother's love in her heart, she faced the challenges of life with courage and hope, ready to embrace whatever the day would bring. The village was nestled among rolling hills, a patchwork of green fields and red dirt roads. It was a place where nature and humanity coexisted in perfect harmony, each element complementing the other. The landscape was a living, breathing entity, constantly changing with the seasons, yet always remaining a comforting constant for its inhabitants. Life in the village was simple, the rhythm of life dictated by the rising and setting of the sun. Each day began with the first light of dawn, as villagers woke to the sounds of roosters crowing and the gentle rustling of leaves. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the huts, the village would slowly wind down, preparing for another peaceful night. Small, brightly painted huts dotted the landscape, each one holding a family and their stories. These homes were more than just shelters. They were sanctuaries filled with love, laughter, and the occasional tear. Each hut was a testament to the resilience and creativity of its inhabitants, who took pride in their vibrant, colorful abodes. The air was often filled with the laughter of children playing, their joy echoing through the village. They played games passed down through generations, their carefree spirits a reminder of the innocence and wonder of youth. Their laughter was a melody that brought life to the village, a sound that everyone cherished. The heart of the village was the marketplace, a vibrant hub of activity. Here villagers gathered not just to trade goods, but to share stories, news, and laughter. There was a place where friendships were forged and community bonds were strengthened, a bustling center of social life. Women in colorful dresses sold their wares, ripe fruits, vegetables from their gardens, and handmade crafts. Their stalls were a riot of colors and textures, each item a reflection of the hard work and dedication of its creator. The marketplace was a testament to the village's self-sufficiency and the resourcefulness of its people. The scent of roasted corn and freshly baked bread filled the air, a sensory symphony that was uniquely African. These aromas were a comforting presence, a reminder of home and the simple pleasures of life. The food vendors were artists in their own right, creating culinary delights that brought joy to everyone who tasted them. It was here that Rudo often came, not to buy, but to soak in the vibrant energy of her community. She loved to watch the hustle and bustle, to listen to the animated conversations, and to feel the pulse of village life. For Rudo, the marketplace was a place of inspiration, a living tapestry of her people's culture and spirit. Life was not always kind to Rudo. Her days were long and filled with chores. She fetched water from the distant well, the weight of the bucket heavy on her small frame. She helped with the cooking, her small hands struggling to stir the thick porridge in the large pot. And every day she walked for what seemed like miles, to the fields to help with the harvest. Evenings brought little respite. She had to collect firewood, her small arms laden with heavy branches. Yet, through it all, Rudo never complained. She carried the weight of responsibility with a quiet strength. Her spirit, unbroken by hardship, continued to shine through. The villagers, though struggling with their own hardships, offered Rudo what they could: a kind word, a helping hand, and sometimes even a small token of their appreciation. Despite their own struggles, they never hesitated to extend their support to those in need. A warm meal was always a welcome gift. Mama Agnes, a kind old woman with eyes that held the wisdom of generations, often shared her meager food with Rudo. Her generosity knew no bounds, and her heart was as vast as the sky. She taught Rudo the traditional ways of their people, the stories, the songs, and the customs that defined their identity. These lessons were more than just words, they were the essence of their existence. The dances that were the soul of their culture, these were Rudo's treasures, passed down from one generation to the next, keeping their heritage alive. Each movement, each step, was a link to their ancestors. Sometimes when the nights were cold, Rudo would find shelter in Mama Agnes's hut. The small, humble abode was a sanctuary, a place where she felt safe and loved. The warmth of the fire and the sound of Mama Agnes's soothing voice were a balm to Rudo's tired soul. In those moments, surrounded by the glow of the fire and the gentle hum of stories, Rudo found a sense of belonging and peace. Despite the hardships, Rudo held on to her dreams. She dreamt of going to school, of learning to read and write. She dreamt of a better future, not just for herself, but for all the children in her village. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Rudo would often sit outside her hut, gazing at the vast African sky. The stars, twinkling like diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth, filled her with a sense of hope. One day, she promised herself she would reach for those stars.